All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to the Two Dumb Yinzers. This is episode 276. 276, guys. I know this is what we've been waiting for all year, especially Mike,
No.
since last fall. Everybody, today is opening
No.
day. Yes, opening day. Woo! Woo!
Yay. Feel the excitement of pirate fever
It's very
sweeping through
exciting,
the
everybody. We
nation.
got the Reds. The Pirates play the Reds today over in Cincinnati at 4:10. We're going to get more into that in a minute. A couple side things I just wanted to talk to you fellas about this morning. Mike, we were talking about WrestleMania the other day. It's
Yes.
going to be over the weekend here. I found some numbers on that. What's the guy that's facing Brock Lesnar? That Omos? Is that how you
Oh,
say it?
yeah. That big bastard.
Omos. Now he's he's carded as the Nigerian giant, whether he is or not. We do know that he's a giant. Now, this guy that Brock is fighting, the first time I seen him, I thought this guy, there's something's not right because he was so much bigger than Brock Lesnar. I thought maybe he's standing on something. Like, this guy's 7'3", 410 pounds.
Ooh.
Where in the world has he been hiding? Because somebody like this should have been on something a long time ago.
Yeah. Um, like I knew the guy was big, but when I finally saw him, like, you're reading about all this big guy's gonna be fighting Lesnar, and like you said, you look into him, you're like, where has he been?
Yeah,
Like,
because somebody would have picked up on this guy's size and made him something somewhere. You know what I mean? It's so odd that it's only now. Maybe he has been involved in other things. I just never seen him, which I find extremely bizarre because nobody is 7'3", 410 pounds. I mean, that's even Shaquille O'Neal, when he was towering over NBA players, he was 7 foot 300 pounds. So this guy, you know what I mean? He is just a
yeah,
big dude.
I can't wait to see it. It's going to be fun to watch because Lesnar, for as big as he is, athletic guy.
Yeah.
I want to see how big this guy is.
I'm excited. I can't wait. I heard them say they're going to get the WrestleMania here at the studio the other day. I hope they do because I want to see. I want to see how this guy moves. I really haven't had a chance to watch wrestling with him involved. I seen him and Brock Lesnar squaring off the one day, getting in each other's grill, noticing how much bigger he was than Brock. I got to see this guy wrestle.
Me too. My God, I'm looking at pictures now. This dude's huge,
Unbelievable, man.
huge.
You watch wrestling, Derpy?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Were you into it as a kid?
Yes.
You're going to get back into it. You're in your 20s. You know what? That was the same exact thing I did. I was really into it as a kid. And then you get in your 20s and you're like, yeah, it's wrestling, whatever. As you get older, you'll notice it never really goes away. Your desire to watch wrestling, it never fully leaves you.
It does. It's fun to watch. It's like, especially at what last WrestleMania when he had Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, right.
That, like, just for how silly it was fun to watch. It was just everyone was having a great time watching it. You can tell everyone involved in the match was having a great time. It's great entertainment. It's like watching a movie. That's all it is. It's like acting stuntmen going at it. It's men and women, just going at it and just doing incredible, crazy things. It's fun entertainment.
And in this WrestleMania, no matter if you don't watch wrestling all year long, this is always an event to get or watch, or maybe go to somebody's house, go to the bar, whatever, and watch it because they always have, there's so many people that are involved. They come back, wrestlers that aren't really involved in wrestling anymore. They come to, and the WWE puts together some kind of deal. They have the Hall of Fame. They announced the Hall of Fame members for this year that are getting put into the Hall of Fame. It's a thing. And now, like I had said the other day, they do this WrestleMania the whole way through the weekend. You're pretty much wrestling out when it's all said and done,
Yeah, it's 2 full nights of
Yeah.
The only one I'm not looking forward to is whenever Cody Rhodes is involved in anything.
Really?
It's not a fan. He just never did anything for me.
I don't get why people like him like that. I don't get it.
I don't either. Like AEW fans, when he founded AEW, they were all over him. They were slobbing his knob. Then he left. Now they all hate him. I just never
Really?
liked him to begin with. I just thought he was a mid. He was like, to me, like in the Attitude Era, he'd be feuding with someone like D'Lo Brown. This
wow.
nice mid card rivalry. That's how I see it. But today he's a main eventer. I just don't see it. I think it's just because of his dad's last name.
Yeah,
Whose
more
dad
than
is.
likely.
I like his brother better. Gold Dust, Dustin Rhodes. I like him better.
Yeah. Who was your favorite wrestler when you were a kid, Derpy? John Cena?
No, actually, I was a Undertaker fan.
Okay.
Oh, the Dead Man. How can you not like the Dead Man?
He does like the Dead Man. That's what he said.
That's what I'm saying. I was saying, how
yeah.
can people not like the Dead Man? I think I was
Just
big
the
fan
character,
of that
the music, everything.
Yeah, it was really cool. I remember being a kid and everybody would pick a wrestler, and everybody wanted to be the Undertaker.
Exactly.
we would
Everybody wanted to be him.
Yeah, we'd go down and wrestle in the big field behind our house, and the Ultimate Warrior was one because we're a little bit older, but everybody wanted to be the Ultimate Warrior. And if it wasn't the Ultimate Warrior, it was the Undertaker.
Probably Goldberg would be his second one.
Goldberg.
Yeah.
Goldberg. I was never a Bill Goldberg fan. I thought he was the Wish version of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Now, see, I love Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
How could you
Me
not
too.
love Stone
How
Cold?
could you not like Stone Cold? I don't trust people who don't like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I was never really a big fan of. And it was somebody from right here. I never really got into the whole Kurt Angle thing, and maybe that was a shtick, was to make himself basically unlikable in a way.
Yeah.
That he made himself so unlikable that he was kind of likable. And I met him and everything. He's a great guy. Just as far as his character, I just never ever was able to get into Kurt Angle. I was a bigger Shane Douglas fan, who was, more in the ECW and WCW right down the road from us here than Kurt Angle. I don't know. I don't know.
I always liked, I like Kurt Angle. I like his "I'm better than you" whole shtick.
Yes.
Like his the first time he appeared on Raw, it was in Pittsburgh, and he made fun of Mario Lemieux for having, cancer and all. They just total heel mode. It's like, how can you, I thought it was great. And then when he was doing all that silly stuff with, the milk truck, instead of Austin's beer truck, I just like his silly little things that he did. He went from trying to be that, that big heel, then he went into being a comedy character. It was great. I always liked him.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to go to an Unforgiven pay-per-view back in the early 2000s, where it was actually Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kurt Angle, and that was enjoyable. And like I said, because it was Stone Cold, and they were playing that schizophrenic character with Stone Cold at the time, and it was right around then is when he came up with the what, what. It was really fun. Stone Cold was playing mind games with Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle started playing mind games back with Stone Cold. And like I said, it came to a point at the Unforgiven in Pittsburgh. Loved it, man. Those were good times. No two ways about it. Another story I didn't see I want to talk to you guys about. Did you see this? Now, Derpy, have you ever done anything bad? And they said, Derpy, why did you do that? And you simply told them that, the devil made you do it. Well, listen to this lady. Woman who said SpongeBob SquarePants told her to kill her 3-year-old daughter gets a life sentence in prison. This woman, she said that SpongeBob told her to kill her 3-year-old daughter, and she did. Now she's serving a life sentence. I would have just lied and said the devil were, somebody.
Yeah, like SpongeBob. Come on.
I've heard it all now, folks. I've heard it all.
Like I will not sit here and let you slander SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, I'm not a SpongeBob fan, but SpongeBob would not tell you to murder your daughter. He go tell you to go annoy a squid to death, not kill your daughter.
I don't know, when he does that laugh, and then his face starts like dancing around the screen, his eyes are real big. Maybe something like that. I don't know, but this woman, that was her defense. She went into the court of law in the United States of America, stood in front of a judge and a jury, and confidently told them that SpongeBob SquarePants told her to kill her.
That right there may make me into an alcoholic right there.
Cheers, bro.
And I'm not. And I'm absolutely not.
No, neither am I. But I know one thing that Mike is. Mike loves French fries.
I was pounding them before
Holy
the show, boys.
shit, guys! I came in here and I was throwing some things together before the show. All I could see is Mike's face real big on my screen. And he was going like, I mean, not even, you see an adult take like 3 out at a time, and he sticks
just a handful. I was hungry, boys.
The bale of fries in their mouth. Mike, I've never seen anybody take as many fries as you have. That was at least 20 fries per grab.
It felt like it. I've been so hungry all day long. I just can't. Today I was just a hungry boy today, and my kid wanted a Happy Meal. I'm like, you know what? I'm treating myself too, bro. Let's go.
And that isn't all you got. What else did you eat?
I got a burger in there for after the show.
Big Mac?
No.
Double
quarter pounder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might eat it during the show. I'm just going to throw that out there. Once we start talking baseball, it might be time for me to eat.
Yeah, you could do that.
All I got to say is like this thumbnail that I have for the show that I'm about to post up, it is AI generated, and it might actually encompass Pirate baseball better than anything we can paint the picture for.
I like it.
It's bad and great.
Like you really use AI generated.
He has been. He's been messing around with it. He's been experimenting.
Yeah, experimenting.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I love it. It's helpful, man. It gives
you
back
ideas
to yesterday's and everything.
Mike, go back to yesterday's. Go back to yesterday's title of the show. I don't think I understand. I think the AI is too smart for me. What was the title on yesterday's show?
It was so clickbaity. I loved it.
I didn't even understand what it meant.
Hold on, where are we at here?
Episode 275.
The shocking result when Pens lose again.
The shocking result when Pens lose again.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
No,
the shocking result.
It doesn't, but it fits it.
The shocking result when
Pens lose. When Pens, what is it?
When Pens lose again.
The shocking result when Pens lose. All in one sentence, right? All one.
Yeah.
It fits though. It doesn't make sense. So it fits.
It doesn't make, and like that thumbnail, penguin skating on an ice rink on fire.
Yeah, no, I love that.
That's is perfect.
Did the AI create that as well?
The AI created that one. I had the vision in mind. I tried to make it myself, and it didn't work, so I just punched it in, and this is what it spat out.
The thumbnail was amazing. I loved it. I think a lot
of
people liked it. But like I said, that title, I read it backwards. I read it forwards. I read it upside down. I couldn't make sense of it.
Yeah, neither did I. I didn't realize how, what it was.
Yeah.
Well, this
and I knew it. I knew at that point. I was
today's
like,
is Ahoy Pirates fans, get ready to feel the excitement on opening day. That one's a lot better.
Do we have enough space for that?
It works.
Yeah. I was just confused. That's all.
You're confused about a lot of things.
You know what I'm not confused about?
What is
I didn't know that we had a singer on the show.
Oh yeah.
Derpy.
My man.
You sing like a bird. Like a falcon, but still a bird.
I do what I can.
No, it was I liked it. It was good. Nobody knows what we're talking about, or maybe if you missed yesterday.
No singing today, though. No singing today. Take me out to the ball game.
There was a short example there. Were you able to hear that?
Take me out with the crowd.
Derby, you're like a bird.
Driving some peanuts and crabs.
I think we ought to make that our
No, somehow, I'm good.
We'll make that like we'll put that in the theme song, Derpy. We'll make a theme song for the show, and then we'll have little bits of your rendition of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" like pieced in there.
Fair.
God no.
I don't care if I never.
I swear, every mirror in my house just broke.
Root for the Pirates. If they don't win, it's a shame. Come on, fellas. And then I did that. So I mean,
he tried to get us involved in. We were.
I tried.
We were smart, and we were like, nope.
You're Pirates fans, so
I liked it, Derpy. You know what? I give you props.
wish I had that excitement for baseball.
You got on here, you sang. I give you props, my man. Good job.
Yeah, because I would not have done that. I would have been like, F you, I am not doing it, but you did it. You stepped up like a champion. So tip of the cap. Since it's baseball season now, tip of the cap.
Like Meatloaf. You sounded like Meatloaf.
No one sounds like Meatloaf, okay? I'm sorry. No one is as good as Meatloaf.
But there you go, everybody. There it was. That was
like a Pirates fan that died.
That was the bright spot of my day yesterday. I don't know about you guys, but I
did my best.
You did your best,
man. Hey, could your best have been better? But you did your best.
We're like two proud. Mike and I are like two proud parents right now. We are. If you were here, Derpy, I would take you out for ice cream after the show. I'd get it in those little hats. You guys remember the baseball helmets that they would put the ice cream in? That's what I'd get you, Derpy.
Didn't we talk about those before? I want those. I want to get all of them.
Do they do them still? I used to have them all when I was a kid. I mean, I literally.
Know, if they did, you know what? I will advance my diabetes to get all of the cups.
I recommend you doing that. That'd be good for the show.
Well, that's fucked up, dude. God damn.
But yes, it is. It's opening day, everybody.
Okay. Real quick. The thumbnail is up and live. If you have a chance, check it out. It totally encapsulates Pirate baseball.
I'm kind of scared.
It is the greatest. It might be the greatest thing ever.
I will check it out. Derpy, we have opening day baseball. We got the Reds for about 3 games. And we go to Boston, play the Red Sox, and we come home. I think we play the White Sox after that. But Derpy, today's a big day. It looks like everybody's having their first day of the season in the majors. And you had something. You really running with this baseball season. And you said you'd put something together, or you have something to do today for baseball.
Yes.
What do you got, man?
Some trivias.
Okay.
Some rankings.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No, let's do what you're doing first. What do you got first?
Well, everyone as a kid is always, loves seeds and gum.
Yeah, right.
So I have picked out an article ranking out seed flavors in bubblegum.
Now, there's how many multiple different seed flavors do they have? I only remember a couple. There was the plain that was just salty, and then they later came along with something that was more like a mesquite, like a barbecue. But tell me,
they evolved, my friend. They evolved.
Yeah.
There's like
tons
and tons of
I want to learn about this.
And different brands now. So, all right. Do you want to start off with that one first?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this isn't my ranking. This is just, an article.
Okay. Now, are these different flavors you're ranking by?
Yeah, it's just their ranking, but it's just an article. So
okay.
Yeah. But I'll start off with the best brands.
Okay.
For them. The best brands for them is Spitz, David, which is David, of course.
Yeah.
Which is the classic, Chinook, and Biggs. But the best flavors for them is cracked pepper, sweet and spicy, barbecue, dill pickle, original, and ranch.
Yeah, see, we never had any of those.
No, we never had that. It was salted or plain.
As a matter of fact, they come in a red pack that had an Indian on it when we were kids. Do you remember the Indian, Mike?
Yeah. But why would you want dill?
Some people like that. Do you like dill, Derp? Do you like dill?
I'm actually a fan of that.
You are?
It's actually pretty solid.
Yeah, some people
I like
dill. They really like it.
Like if I'm cooking, I'm some dill flavoring.
Guy, though. The ranch slaps.
Yeah, any of those sound good. I mean, really, any of them.
Ranch sounds good, but the dill does not sound good.
You know what I read the other day? Our brains actually smell like ranch dressing, I guess. Yeah, that's a fact.
Our brains smell ranch dressing.
Yeah, our brains smell like if you would cut your head open and take your brain out.
I
literally
the
aroma of your brain is like a ranch smell, I guess.
Hey, those were just their top flavors, but this is their top 13.
There's more.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I'll do the bubble gum, and then I got.
All right.
one more, and then trivia after when we're ready.
We'll do the trivia at the end for trivia, all right?
Yeah.
All right.
So their number one is Spitz cracked pepper. So imagine like what's it called? What's the chip called? Black pepper. It's called pepper.
Okay.
It's good though. It's good. Number two is sweet Spitz spicy sweet chili. Yeah.
Almost like a taco. Like
yeah. They have. You're not gonna like this, Mike. Number three is Big's dill pickle.
Gross.
All right. Here's number four. David barbecue jumbo.
Okay.
All right. And then number five is the original David sunflower seeds.
No, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I grew up on.
All right. I've never heard of this brand, Chinook Smokehouse Barbecue.
Smokehouse Barbecue, I don't care what brand it is, sounds really, really good.
And then Spitz is Spitz Smoky Barbecue is 7. I'll just do 10 because there's 13. There is jalapeno ranch.
10 because there's 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have a limited time.
Just double checking. All right.
There's a limited time. That's what I meant.
All right, Derby. Stop yelling at me.
Jalapeno ranch.
Ooh, that would be good.
Spicy.
But that's the thing. I don't know if I would be out in the field, in the outfield.
Yeah.
98 degrees and
that's like
eating jalapenos. And,
that's like if I'm home drunk.
Yeah.
Or hungover.
Big's cheeseburger.
Yeah,
I want cheeseburger flavor
out in the field.
And here's the last one: Parmesan and pepper.
Yeah, see, that would be good. I was totally oblivious. I had no clue that they'd done this, which is it's crazy that I would not think that they'd done this because it only makes sense that they would, right?
Right. Here's some 2 honorable mentions though, and then we'll get on to the bubble gum.
Now, is it 2 honorable mentions, or is this just rounding out the 13?
No, this is honorable mentions, yeah.
Okay. So how many do you have left of the 13 left? 3?
No, I already did.
We went through all 13?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so confused right now.
Oh, you just eat your burger over there.
I am eating my burger.
Honorable mention, bacon flavor. Sizzle and bacon by Biggs.
Oh, that should be number 1.
Biggs, from second honorable mention, is Biggs buffalo wing.
Okay. I dig.
And that is the.
These are good ideas. Let's.
Oh wait, one more. David's sour cream and onion.
See.
I've never had any of these flavors, but that's why I'm saying them.
You hiding any more back there?
No, we're good. We're good.
All right.
And then we'll go to the bubble gum.
Our bubble gum. Now, Mike, the bubble gum that we had was the Mike. What was it? It was the pouch, and it looked like chew tobacco.
Big League Chew.
Big League Chew. That was what we had. We were kids. We really felt that we looked like adults and like baseball players by taking these wads out and shoving them in the side of our face. And there's the thing. I mean, you always hear these people saying, don't let the kids do this, don't let the kids do that because they'll grow up too. I don't want chew anywhere near me at all. So that is so untrue. And you know what? As a matter of fact, all the guys I grew up with that we played baseball with, I don't think anybody chews.
Chewing is disgusting.
Yeah. But go ahead. All right. Bubble gum.
There's just 5 brands, no flavors, just 5 brands.
Okay.
Top 5 brands.
Hubba Bubba.
Number 5, Bubblicious.
Bubblicious. Okay.
Bubblicious. All right, that's solid.
Is Hubba Bubba one?
Hubba Bubba is 4.
Okay. I knew that was one.
Quench Gum. I've never heard of Quench Gum. But they're number 3. Double Bubble is number 2. And the GOAT that we all can agree upon. Big League Chew.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, there it is. Big League Chew.
Number 1.
Now, 2, 4, and 5. If you would have came up to me and asked me prior to this conversation, I would have identified all 3 of those as the same thing. I didn't realize that they were all different. Read us 2, 4, and 5 again, Derby.
2. Okay, 5.
Yeah.
Bubblicious.
Bubblicious.
I know Bubblicious.
Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba.
And
I
then
know.
2.
Double
Double
Bubble.
Double Bubble.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
now
I've
I
never
would have
heard
thought
of
of those
Double
as
Bubble.
all the same thing. I wouldn't have thought twice about it. Bubblicious, Hubba Bubba, and Double Bubble. Delicious.
And then I got one final thing.
All right.
And then with trivia later.
Okay.
Now this is an article like I basically found that are not food. It's food related for ballparks.
Okay. We like food. Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
As Mike is feeding his face,
it's
this
not
couldn't
like
be any
your-
better.
It's like new stuff basically, but this
Okay.
is like uncommon stuff that's frankly new to the ballparks.
Okay.
So here we go. This may be a little, I don't know if this is outdated or not, but it's things that, that are not common for someone to get at a ballpark.
All right. Let's hear it.
All right. This is all the stadiums, like new stuff that's coming to their parks, I guess. Loaded helmet nachos
Loaded what nachos?
for the Angels.
I got you. Okay.
Like a loaded helmet with nachos in it.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
You can go. Then afterwards, you can go to Dairy Queen and get your helmet full of ice cream.
All right. Chase Field, which is where's Chase? I forget who's Chase Field.
No
is.
idea.
I don't know, but
That's-
it's a Reuben. It's basically a Reuben.
Okay.
There's 2 versions of it. It's basically they're hot dogs, like 2 seasoned hot dogs together, but they're like 18 inches long.
Oh,
Of
that's
like
a lot of
thing.
hot dogs.
That's a ton of
Yeah.
hot dogs.
And basically the first one is mac and cheese, fried pickles, green onions, topped with a secret sauce.
That's all in the hot dogs.
Yeah, it's basically it's like a Reuben though.
And it's a Reuben. Okay.
Okay.
The second one is because there's 2 of them in it, in the same thing. It's mac and cheese on that one.
Can you imagine how much something like that would cost?
Probably
This one is
$30.
fried.
Yeah, you go to get a hot dog and it's like $12. Can you imagine having 2 18-inch hot dogs covered in macaroni and cheese and all these? Can you imagine?
I actually had a hot dog with macaroni and cheese.
But yeah, but I'm just saying, like, could you imagine how much something like that would cost? There's so much
A $30 hot dog.
All right, good.
It's mac and cheese. This one is fried on it. Jalapeno apple coleslaw on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
That does not sound good at all.
No, who sat around and thought that of
Barbecue LI and house cured beer, pickles, and green onions on it. I've never even heard of that.
I don't ever want to hear that again.
Yeah. This one right here, this one's strange. City Field.
I think City Field where the
pizza
Mets
cupcake.
play. A pizza cupcake.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. How's that? Like, what is it?
It's just
A
a
cupcake
cupcake turned into
Oh,
a pizza turned into a cupcake, basically.
You know what? I'm intrigued by it. I don't think I would eat it, but I would like to see someone eat it.
yeah. I'd be interested in seeing somebody eat it. And if it wasn't, you take the sweet element out of it, kind of make it more of a pizza cupcake, where it's more about the pizza, but it's still a cupcake. Maybe that. But yeah, the sweet element with the I don't know.
Be weird.
Citizen Bank Park. A donut burger. Yes. A donut burger. Basically, the buns are donuts.
I've seen something similar to this where people have taken like the Krispy Kreme donuts, the glazed donuts, and made those the hamburger buns. I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is something similar.
Yeah.
Does not sound good at all. You're ruining two perfectly good foods
Yeah.
by combining them. I don't like it.
This one in Comerica Park, which is, I believe, the White Sox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They have two here. Coney dog egg rolls and garden salad jars.
You know what I'd really enjoy? I'd enjoy it a lot better if Derpy was singing these to us. Like hit some high notes. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Derpy.
Basically, it's island pizza and an egg roll.
I
Wait,
would try
what?
that.
I like an egg roll.
I like an egg roll.
Wait, what is it?
Island, what's an island pizza? Does that like have pineapple on it? Because if so, sign me up. Because pineapple on pizza is delicious. And anyone who says not, you're done. You're out of Mike's America. You're out of Big Sexy's America. You're done.
All right.
All right.
Let me just go on to the next one.
All right.
This one's interesting, but it's all the way in California for the Dodgers. It's basically,
Before you go any further, you know who never gets enough credit for their stadium is the Dodgers. Have you ever seen the view?
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beyond the outfield, it's mountains. It's like mountains, like mountains. It is. I've never really seen it like from that view or something. I mean, the yellow seats are kind of that kind of confused me, but from being inside, looking from home plate out, it's all those mountains that I can't believe people don't talk about that stadium. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Derpy.
It's basically a roll. It's like a bowl of crab meat.
Okay.
Sriracha.
Okay.
Carrots, cucumbers, all that with sushi rice, all in one, which is interesting at a ballpark.
Yeah. Right.
But hey, it's California, so I wouldn't be surprised that they
can afford they sing to a different tune out there. No two ways about it. Where are we at on the list, or
we are about probably like 7 or 8 in.
How many more do you have?
It does all the parks.
Okay. Let's come back.
I know.
Let's come back.
I know. I'm trying to go fast as I can. That's why.
Hold on. I want to come back to it because I don't want to dismiss it entirely. I do enjoy this and I do want to hear more. But let's move forward and we'll come back to you on that one. Okay.
Fair.
All right. So yesterday, guys, the Pitt Pro Day. I brought up the Pitt Pro Day, which is where the football players from the Pitt football team are going out and showing their skills. Apparently, it's no surprise. The Steelers, they sent a swarm, was the adjective, or was the word they used, a swarm of scouts to watch Pitt's Pro Day. And you know what? A lot of them were impressed because Izzy Abanikanda, Mike,
yes,
he ran a 4.340. He had a 41-inch vertical and a 10-foot 8-inch broad jump, in which would have all been amongst the top numbers at the combine. And then along with him, Servaka and Jared Wayne, they had similar numbers. Like their number, everything that I think it's their vertical 41.5, 41.5. I guess all these numbers were all top ranked. Like they would have been up top with the best of the players in the draft or at the combine. So, like I said, it's most convenient for the Steelers to send a lot of coaches, a lot of scouts down to
walk right next door.
Yeah. But I'm curious. I want to see where a lot of these guys land, man. They really grew on us over the past couple of years and watching this team develop and get better. And it's going to be really fun for myself. Certainly, of course, I'm, zoned in on what the Steelers are doing, but just seeing where some of these guys go and where they land and what they're going to do in the pros. I can see a lot of these guys having a pretty successful career. And, like DeMar Hamlin, who, kind of came out of nowhere, made more of a name for himself after the incident, unfortunately. But still,
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Sprinkled out throughout the NFL and the same as these guys. I can't wait, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Draft day there's going to be so much to it, man.
I can't wait. The one player from Pitt that I would really like to see the Steelers get is Abanikanda.
Yeah.
I like his explosiveness. I like how fast, like the speed. And he's not he's not like your typical speedster to run it immediately, try to bounce it outside. He'll run up in between the tackles. I think he would fit that running back room well. You
Yeah, I
have
do
your top
too.
two. You have your top two in Najee and Jalen Warren, and it's looking like we're bringing back Benny Snell. Benny Snell football is coming back. More better special teams player than he is as a running back. But we saw what he did last year when he was able to fill in for a game, had that nice 100-yard game, ran like you would think a starter would run. But he's good for like 1 or 2 games like that a year, and then he is what he is. I
Yeah,
think a Bandicanda would fit. Excuse me. I think he'd fit well in that running back rotation and the back end of that rotation.
I do
I
too.
would. He's like the one guy from Pitt that I would really like to see the Steelers get.
I tell you what, there's somebody that Derpy, you might be excited. Miles Jack may be back. Miles Jack might be back. He's making his way through free agency. Nobody's signing him. And, there's probably going to be a good chance that if he doesn't get picked up, we'll probably be able to get him back pretty cheap for depth. So anybody who's disappointed that Miles Jack is gone, he just might be back. And that's fine. If they want to bring him back for depth, I'm cool with that. Because, again, the guy knows the lineup and, knows the defense. And, if he makes his way back, I would not be upset. He'd be the one of the two. I wouldn't be, if this came up with Devin Bush, I'd be so pissed off. But the fact that it's Miles Jack, he didn't do what people expected, but he still had a successful season.
He was a tackling machine, and thank God Seattle just snatched up Devin Bush. Like, how stupid were they? It's just weird that Miles Jack is still sitting there, but at this stage of free agency, there's kind of that lull before the draft.
Yeah.
And if the market keeps going down, bring him back in. And I think he would be a nice rotation. I think Holcomb is penciled in as that starter.
Yeah. And I can't wait to
Jack,
see
him and Roberts would be a nice little rotation between those two, depending on, situation and whatnot. I wouldn't have a problem with those two.
Almost be the same case with Bud Dupree. You're kind of just basically putting him back in there as depth, and it's a guy that knows the defense, and you kind of spin him out and Highsmith. I wouldn't have any problem with that. I mean, these guys, they didn't set the world on fire as starters, sure, but they were successful enough. If you're going to bring them back as a backup, I think we're going to be fine.
Like, and according to Instagram, Bud Dupree is in Pittsburgh. It's all over Steelers fans trivia or Twitter.
Ooh.
They're just, the nipples are hard and something else is hard. All these people are fired up.
With that being said,
yes, I know how to segue, boys.
Omar Khan, Mike, is willing, and I think you brought this up maybe briefly yesterday. He said he's willing to trade up. He's going to heavily monitor the other teams. And I think it's these big name offensive linemen, Mike, are the ones that I'm seeing that he would trade up for. Who would you trade up for?
There's two. I would trade up for Broderick Jones or Peter Skoronski. They're the two best left tackle prospects in this draft. I know a lot of people think Skoronski's arms are short. Short arms, so it's gonna prohibit his play on as a tackle. But to quote the legendary offensive line coach up at New England, who developed some of these great offensive lines for like terrible
legendary
lower
T-Rex.
Yeah, he's arm length doesn't matter. It doesn't mean a fucking thing. If you can ball, you can ball. Casey Hampton was supposed to be, oh God, he has short arms. How is he going to be able to fight off these centers and guards? He was only arguably the greatest nose tackle.
We're going to have a team full of mutants. We're going to have a tackle that has short arms. We're going to have a quarterback that has little hands. We're going to have.
That's what you need with an island of misfits toys, man.
Yeah.
We just need, they're going to win this way. But no, I like Broderick Jones and Skoronski, I think would be the two that I would trade up for on the offense.
I think Broderick Jones was one of his as well.
Yeah. Broderick Jones is I don't think, because neither of those two are going to be there.
What's the guy at Ohio State?
Paris Johnson Jr.
That's the other one. Broderick Jones and Paris Johnson were the two that was with the article where they were talking about Omar would trade for.
Yeah, you'd have to trade it for all three of them.
Yeah. And what would you give away, Mike?
I'd package pick 17. God, I don't want to give up 32. I think that's too much to move up unless you're really dead set on this guy. Then okay, you have that extra pick. but I'd take 17. I'd take, if the team wants a second round pick, you give them one from next year, then it's going to have to be another pick from next year too, because we have like very little draft capital this year to move up, because we have like no 5th round pick, no 6th round pick, I believe is what it is. And yeah, I'm trading 17 and a couple picks from next year.
Now, they were talking about the possibility of being stuck in no man's land. I'm sure we've seen this everywhere yesterday, the term no man's land. And that would be if we're sitting there at 17 and all of the guys that we want in the first round would be gone. And, realistically, that's not going to happen. But at the end of the day, it bounces through your mind back and forth. And you're thinking, okay, our corners could be gone. Our linemen could be gone. Or this could be gone. This could be gone. That could be gone. And you would start entertaining the thought of possibly moving up a little bit. Do you think it's worth it, Mike? Do you think it would be worth it for the Steelers to make this move? Or do you think they'll be just fine sitting at 17 and playing it out?
I have no problem with them trading up. Say if the guy that you want, that you are dead set on, this guy would be, if we were picking in the top 10, we would take him. You trade up, you package it and move up to get him, to make sure you get that guy, especially if on your draft board, the way you're rating players, say your number 3 tackle and is rated at one point, but your number 4 tackle is rated further down the list of prospects, and you were dead set on getting a tackle, you make that move up and you get your guy. Or same thing with cornerback. If Gonzalez or Witherspoon keep dropping, hey, I want to trade up and get one of those. You trade up and get your guy. It worked for Troy. It didn't work for Devin Bush. But you know what? You don't know. Even if we sit there and take whoever at 17, you don't know for a couple of years. I'd rather be aggressive, get the guy that you think is going to be a franchise type player that's going to help this team. Go get him. If it works,
let me ask you
this, doesn't,
guys.
I don't care. You tried.
Who would you be happy? And Derpy, you're in on this as well. Who would you guys be 100% excited if the Pittsburgh Steelers managed to get that player with that first pick, with their first round pick, their first or whatever it is? It's that 17.
Yeah.
Who would you literally go dancing away from the screen excited that they got with that pick? I mean, we all know that, they have great prospects are looking at it, the tackle position, cornerback, we see all the guys, we all read the same articles. Who would you be truly excited about and be like, that's the guy, yes, we got him number 1. That's the way it should have went. Perfect. I'm truly excited. Who is that guy for you, Mike?
Broderick Jones.
Broderick Jones?
Broderick Jones.
What about you, Derpy?
I have 5 guys, actually.
We asked for one, Derpy. I have multiple guys too. You go with one. He's
our list guy. He
I'm not
specializes
a fan.
in
We trade
lists.
up for a freaking offensive tackle. I'm not even watching shit.
All right. Give us your guys.
Whoa.
What was it? I missed it.
Basically, I said if we're trading up for an offensive tackle, I may not even watch it. I'd rather do a puzzle.
Okay. So give us your guys. I'm interested. I'm very curious to hear this list.
I'm curious now.
Yeah. If you sing it, it'll
Brian
be extra points.
Brees.
Okay.
Carter.
So that's who you want first. That's your
Coach Carter?
No. Jalen.
Jalen. So if we got Jalen Carter, if somehow that happens, you would be totally thrilled with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're 0 for 2 so far. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Right, he's good. He's
Paris
good.
Johnson.
Okay.
All right. That's fair.
Don't have to be all tag. It could be anybody. It could be. Well, okay. I guess never mind.
Yeah.
Nolan Smith.
Okay.
Nope.
I'm not going tackle. We legit have the. We have a freaking young line. You're expecting
a young line that sucks.
Literally,
a young line that sucks.
A young line
that sucks. A young line that sucks.
Yep.
But okay, let's go. Who's your 5th?
My 5th. You're not gonna like it.
Jordan Addison
or JSN.
Jordan Addison, so we can have the wish version of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Yeah. That's. Oh God.
We need somebody to find the end zone.
We got a young
Yeah, then
line,
we
a
got
young
a
line
receiver
that
that can't do
sucks.
shit.
A young line that
The
sucks.
line was, you know what I mean? We went 7-2
better.
down the
That's the
stretch. I
thing.
mean,
They
the
got
line
better.
They got
did
better
it,
against
did
worse
it suck?
competition.
But it's
They're not.
NFL. I mean, you know,
This is not a
this is
line
the
that's going to
best of the
compete.
best. Just because it wasn't the best team, these are still top class
Terrible
players.
line. So you tell me you're comfortable with
No.
Dan Moore Jr. protecting
No.
your franchise quarterback that you
No.
all love?
Mm-mm. I'm just saying that I understand what's being said. I'm not saying I agree.
I'm just saying there's bigger stars than just picking a lineman.
You don't need
They're every
stars.
stinking
You
there,
don't
they're
need
there.
stars. You need a left tackle. If you have a dominant
That's
left
there
tackle,
every
you
year
don't
in
have
the
to
draft.
work. No, they're not. Dominant left tackles are not there every
Yes,
year
they
in the
are.
draft. What the?
Well.
Dominant left tackles are not there every year in the draft. It's just crazy that we have 3 prospects that are projected to be starting left tackles. It's very rarely happens. And the percentage that any 3 of
rather
those
stay
are
at
going to turn out to be
17 if
true
we get a
franchise
tackle.
tackles is small. So you have to
If
gamble.
we
at
trade
left
up, I'd
tackle.
rather get one of those names.
You have to gamble. You have to protect the line. You have to protect your quarterback. You're spending first-round draft pick on a quarterback. You have to protect him. You have to keep him upright. We saw what happened. Like when this line gives up pressure, it's not a good thing. You know, it Kenny has escapability. He can extend plays, but he's not like Ben back there. How great Ben was at extending plays. We got to shore up this line. Even when we had those weak offensive lines, you know, we had. It just doesn't work. You need a strong, dominant offensive line. Look at
where Kenny
Philly
has
had
an
a strong-
advantage over Ben.
My thing is, if
he
they
has-
trade up for one, I'm going to be disappointed. Because you
Prepare
can
for
get one at
disappointment.
17.
No, not really. Paris Johnson Jr., Broderick Jones, and Skronsky are all going to be gone before 17. If you want one of those 3, you got.
See, that's my issue. Do you think all 3 of them guys are going to be gone by 17? Because I mean,
yeah,
a lot of
No.
these teams are these bad teams that they want
No.
the quarterbacks, they want the skilled players. I mean, we're a team that's building,
lot of
and
bigger
we
names that just
know
dropped
we
in the
know that
draft.
we need an offensive lineman, and you know what I'm saying. That's the part where I keep running into an issue is you know, I mean, is out of the 16 teams ahead of us, are 3 of those teams going to take those 3 tackles? You know what I mean? And that's
a lot of there's a lot of teams that can take an offensive line.
I mean, you know, right off the bat, the first 4 teams are all taking quarterbacks. It looks like between
Cardinals.
Stroud and
Cardinals probably aren't going to take a quarterback. Seahawks won't. Lions probably won't. Raiders won't. Falcons are set.
they're all looking
they're
for
set a
left
quarterback.
tackles.
Bears say they don't want a quarterback. Eagles aren't going to get a quarterback. Titans picking
I'm
at
talking about
11.
the first 4 picks. The first 4 picks.
Panthers quarterback. Texans quarterback. Cardinals, they're not going to take a quarterback at 3.
But
Colts
4.
at 4.
Yeah.
They will probably take a quarterback.
So that leaves 13 picks.
So
13 teams.
So yeah, and a lot of them could potentially take tackles. Like,
Well, you're telling me is three of those 13 could be left tackles.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
With receivers out there and corners and linebackers and
that's how deep the tackle position is.
And the Georgia lineman, and you know. All right.
Yeah.
Also,
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, for sure. One other move that I did see yesterday, guys, was the Lions signed who is it? Marvin Jones.
That's what I wanted.
From Jacksonville.
Not doing nothing.
That's what I'm telling you. The Lions
Omar
are really...
Khan's doing. Did he just say Omar Khan's doing nothing?
I tell you what.
Offensively, he has done
how
nothing.
Impressive Omar Khan is. How impressive is what Detroit?
I mean,
these guys. This is the one team that put more work in than we did. I think. Every time I turned around, they were picking somebody up or signing somebody or telling you, watch these Lions. Watch the Lions, guys. At Acrisure, the Acrisure CEO, did you guys catch this? He says, quote, "I don't have any problems with the Heinz ketchup bottles staying at the stadium. So if you are one of these people that love the Heinz bottles, they're not going anywhere. I like them. You know what? There's things everywhere, just like every
we should have
sport.
built a new stadium.
And just like, every sport, there's multiple things that are different sponsors and different things like that. I love the ketchup bottles. I'm not going to like the team any less if they don't have the ketchup bottles, but like I said, there's going to be a lot of people that are fair weather fans, people that, that are being just people and they like that. But the ketchup bottles aren't going anywhere. Like, I do want to jump back for 1 second. The college Penn State basketball team, they've signed Mike Rhodes. They do have a new basketball head coach, Mike Rhodes, from VCU. He is the new Penn State
he came
head
from
coach.
over from what VCU you said.
Yes.
They a few years ago that program had a nice little run into the play or in the tourney. So hey.
And one other thing, real quick, you just mentioned the Eagles. Now the Eagles, with all their losing, they lost a lot of players this offseason.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick prediction on what we think that NFC East is going to finish like, because it's usually really competitive. And then the Giants, they had their playoff appearance last year. You had the Cowboys, even that team from Washington, they made a little bit of a push there at some point in the season. How do you see the NFC East guys finishing up this year?
The Commanders, they're not going to do anything. Their quarterback situation is a joke.
I mean, if they trade for Lamar, they may go second.
They're not going to. I don't think anyone's going to trade for Lamar. I don't think any owner wants to give out a guaranteed contract.
Not looking good now, is it?
Yeah. They're going to finish last. Eagles, even though they lost a bunch, they have like pieces in place ready to step in. They have a couple good draft. I think they picked twice in the first round this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so they picked 10. I think.
Yeah, they're going to be ready to retool again. They're going to go one. Then it's for two. It's going to be a battle between Dallas and New York. If oh my God, what's his nuts? Daniel Jones actually, takes a step forward and builds on this year. I think they can finish second. I don't think anyone's going to challenge for Eagles for the first, but I think the battle is going to be
for Saquon to
get
hurt in week 2.
My picks are
you
this.
Keep talking about Saquon Barkley getting hurt. If he gets hurt, I'm driving up to where you live and I'm kneecapping you.
Number one in that division.
Damn.
It's going to be the Dallas Cowboys.
Saquon Barkley and Mitch Trubisky,
Dallas Cowboys is going to be the first place team in that division this year. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to be the second place team in that division. The New York Giants are going to be third, and that team from Washington will be fourth. Yes, I said it. The Cowboys, they are going to have a rare, successful season. Philly is still going to be good.
In the playoffs again.
They are going to be second. The Giants, I think they're going to drop after their playoff appearance last year. They're going to fall off a little bit. Cowboys, Philly, Giants, Washington. What say you, Derpy?
Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, Washington.
I like it.
He's just kissing your ass.
I don't even know if they say that. Okay, listen, we have a lot of things still going on, guys. We have literally 8 minutes in this show. Mike, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight. Penguins, they're hosting the Nashville Predators. Predators coming in at 37, 28, and 8. The game's at 7 o'clock. We also have coming up this weekend, like Saturday, we have the Boston Bruins, the best team in the league. And then Sunday, the rival Flyers. It's not getting any easier. Nashville today, Boston Saturday, Philly Sunday. We have a little bit of a goalie disaster. Neither one of these guys really seem to be stepping it up and being that guy. And all the other things that we talk about as far as this Penguin team. Mike, Monday when we come back in, where are the Penguins going to be sitting?
Out of the playoffs.
They're going to be sitting outside.
Out of the playoffs.
I think they're going to lose against Nashville.
And you figure that, with 9 games now, they're going to be sitting about 5-6 games when we come back next week. So we have Nashville, Boston, Philly, and then about a handful of games left. So you're saying when we come back to the show Monday after the weekend, they're going to be out of. They're
going to lose to Nashville. They're going to lose to Boston and possibly beat Philly.
That's rough.
Even though Philly sucks, it's going to be, yeah. I just don't see it. I'm getting so mad with this team.
There's a lot of people I'm seeing very similar. We have a
1-point lead over the Panthers.
Also, guys, did you see any of you guys see this girl for Iowa, Caitlin Clark, for the Iowa basketball team?
She's awesome.
Oh my dude, she put up 40 points the other night. For one, who scores 40 points in a college basketball game? There's not even enough time.
Yeah.
And this girl, she's amazing. And about a week and a half ago was the first time I seen her. I thought, okay, I'll keep my eye on it. She put up 40 points the other night.
She is no nonsense on the court. I was
Wow.
He goes up
Before-
against South Carolina.
before like we got on the air, I was just scrolling through TikTok and there's a video of her talking to another player. Someone chirped her. She's like, "You're down by 14. Shut up."
She's
I'm
yeah.
like, and she was just like I'm
She's
in
the real
love.
deal,
I'm in
man.
love.
I like her.
She's the definition of a boss bitch.
Yeah. Also Final Four again. These games coming up on Saturday. San Diego State versus Florida Atlantic. I think this game is the one that everybody's going to be anticipating because they want to see. At this point, I want to see Florida Atlantic get in there too, just because, right? Why wouldn't you want a 9 seed?
Exactly. And the Owls, man. If you don't,
Yeah, I
if you
wish
don't root
that
for
was the
Owls,
case
there's
with
something
them
wrong with
fellas.
you.
Then you have Miami and UConn in the other game, which again is another impressive. Just so many different storylines with both these. Everything that's going on now in the Final Four. This week's going to be a lot of fun. Those games will be on Saturday, and again, the national championship game will be on Monday evening. We'll find out Saturday. Who's going to be participating in that. XFL is back tomorrow night on Week 7. Week 7 kicks off Friday night between the Seattle Sea Dragons and the Arlington Renegades. That game's at 7:00. And the other games that follow, I think there's 2 Saturday, 1 on Sunday. But they are Week 7, guys. Playoffs right around the corner. And finally, this is April 1st on Saturday. The 16th, Mike. The 16th, we have the Pittsburgh Maulers in action.
Yes.
Unfortunately, they'll be down in Birmingham, Alabama for Week 1, taking on New Orleans. But for the Week 2 game at home, they'll be at home at Canton. That'll be against New Jersey. So it's going from one football season to the next while we're waiting for the big dogs to do what they do. So I love it. And also this weekend, Nike Sabandi will be participating in the slam dunk contest with all the festivities and events going on. So keep your eye on that. He could fly. Derpy.
Yes.
You know what? We got 4 minutes, Mike. Why don't you go and tell everybody about the website?
2dumyinzers.com. So the number 2 DUMYINZERS.com. Head on over there. We have links to Spotify, YouTube, Anchor, Facebook page, email address, merchandise store, all at 2dumyinzers.com.
All right. We're live every day, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Do as Mike says, go check out www.2dumyinzers.com. Lots of cool stuff over there. And the show that we do every day goes up live on Spotify at 8:00 in the evening. So this show right here will be up at 8:00 tonight over on Spotify. Go check it out. So Derpy has something. Now what you have, Derpy, a trivia like for sports movies, baseball movies, did you say?
Yes. But they're not questions, they're sentences, and you gotta figure out the name.
Let's do that. We'll round out the time with his Derpy trivia in his own Derpy.
It's frankly kind of easy if you know the movie, but
all right, let's do that.
Let's do this.
Sound good to you, Mike?
Let's do this.
All right. Here we go, Derp.
All right, here we go. Jackie Robinson's story is told in this sports movie.
42.
42, there we go. This should be easy too. During World War II, these women formed their own professional baseball league.
A league of their own.
League of their own.
This film follows Roy Hobbs from childhood to his retirement from baseball.
Oh, God, it's the one where he hits the Natural.
The Natural, yep. This film depicts the story of Lou Gehrig.
I don't know.
Don't know.
The pride of the Yankees.
Makes sense.
Here we go. A veteran catcher teaches a rookie pitcher about the major leagues.
Major League.
Bull Durham. Bull Durham. Did we lose Derpy?
Derpy, are you there?
Are you
hear
there?
us?
I'm here.
What was the answer to that one?
Was it Bull Durham?
Hold on. Checking, making sure. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, Bill Durham. Yep.
All right, Bull Durham.
In this film, the owner of the Cleveland Guardians now, wants to move the team to Miami.
Major League.
Major League. There we go, fellas.
Was that all of them?
No, we still got more.
Okay.
A 12-year-old boy becomes a baseball phenom after breaking his arm.
Oh, what the hell is that stupid movie?
Oh.
This is actually one of my favorites of all time, but
That explains a lot about you, Derp.
it's not even in my top 5 of all time. But it's one of my
not the Angels in the Rookie of the Year. Rookie
of the Year.
Yeah.
The worst players are put on a little league team.
Bad News Bears, baby.
Bad News Bears. All right.
2 more.
Thomas Jane Barry Peppers starred as Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris.
61.
61.
What's the one that had go ahead.
And here, there's. Do you want this to be the last one?
Last one. Wrap it up.
The finale.
This is actually a very underrated movie. Billy Chapel throws a perfect game.
Is that
Angels
the one
in the outfield
with Kevin Costner?
Yes.
Yes, the Kevin Costner movie with John C. Reilly.
Yes.
It's the only thing I know.
What's it called?
For the Love of the Game.
For the Love of the Game. You know which baseball movie I really liked? And I shouldn't even call it a baseball movie, but the Fan. You remember The Fan with Wesley Snipes?
Yes.
And the
was it De Niro?
De Niro's kidnapped his son or something like that.
Yeah, that was
a really good one.
I liked oh god, I forget the name of the movie now. Never mind, it blew my mind. Oh, Mr. 3000 with Bernie Mac, R.I.P.
That was good, Derpy. Great job, man. Great job.
Welcome.
But hey, everybody, we do want to thank everybody for stopping by, checking us out today. We appreciate each and every one of you. We hope that you continue to do so. But yes, it's opening day, everybody. It's 10 years since the 2013 baseball run the Pittsburgh Pirates had. It was a long time before that, before we had any success. So maybe, just maybe this team could stay somewhere right around their head above the water, but that will remain to be seen. Today is opening day, 4:10. We got the Reds tonight. Penguins got the Nashville Predators at home. That game's at 7:00. Still keeping our eyes open on everything football. You know that. Any moves, signings. We got people in and out of the stadium, in and out of Pittsburgh. A lot of work going on. We might still see Bud Dupree. We might still see Miles Jack. We don't know. But one thing we do know is we will be keeping an eye on it to make sure we have it to talk about tomorrow.
Yes.
But hey, again, thank you so much, everybody, for checking us out. For the Two Dumb Yinzers, it's Derpy, Mike, Ryan.